Okay, welcome to the stream. I'm just going to set up as usual and we'll be alright to it momentarily. Just check the audio. Okay, that's good. Just have to edit the stream title as always. Okay, looks good to me. 114, 114. And we'll give it a little refresh and we'll be ready to stream. Do you know why I put this track on here? It's not bad though. It's not a bad track, this. What is that in the background? Like strings or something? Alright, let's put this guy into... is this the right one? I'm pre-release 7, am I? How is that possible? Pre-release 6 was on the 15th. I think I might have missed 6. They're releasing this so often. That is a lot of pre-releases, isn't it? For just one. That's an obscure crash. Game crashes when Shift and Command and delete 18 characters at once on Anvil. Who is testing that? Wow, that is serious testing. That is like the most. Let's like test like the most obscure thing we can do. Shift and deleting 18 characters. Alright. So this house is done. Yeah, we can't change it now. It's a bit awkward, you can fall right in this hole. But that's just how it is. It's just how it is. And the thing about this is not based on there being mobs around. Obviously, if there were mobs around, it wouldn't be done. You know what's weird about this house, though? It turned out much, and I mean much better than I expected. At the beginning, I was thinking, this is a complete mess. How is this going to work? And somehow it actually works. It's like, and it works really well, like really well. Even this floorboard design is actually quite nice. And look at the shape of it. I based it all around this, the idea that we could go up the stairs that way, and I did something very unique with this, and I split the because it was so high, that house. Man, what a house this turned out to be. I still don't really understand the weird lighting here, though. There is something weird. Why is the lighting like that there? Yeah, this house really turned out something else. Isn't it weird how the lighting goes there? I'm pretty sure there's some glowstone underneath. Let me just check where the glowstone is. Man, why get rid of that? Why get rid of just being able to type a single number? Can you not even see the glowstone? Yeah, it just becomes invisible. Or does it? Yeah, it is invisible. There's various sea lanterns there. I should really just fly about in spectator mode, it's a lot easier. Oh man, this house though. This house is really good. I love the way that this staircase goes around. You know what I was thinking for the next one? It's something which I wanted to do before. It's a bit simpler than this. This will probably end up being the most unique house out of all of them. And also the most like doing a staircase, because look how exciting this staircase is to go around. You could easily extend this glass area, right? And create something really amazing. But it's just this concept of being able to go through here like this. Is something else, right? Because theoretically, right, if somehow you got access to this room, you could have a staircase going from here up to, say, a room here, right? And that's interesting, right? That is interesting. Because it gives you like such a... You know, it's so interesting for me to have like multiple different paths through the building, right? Or like a staircase that is like a corridor and not just a staircase, right? There's something more than just a staircase. You know, like in these big... And that's really what I've always enjoyed, like the most out of that building, was to say, look, we've got this area, but there's 6 different ways we can access it. You know, and depending on which way you go, you've got access to different things. But yeah. So, basically though, Squid House done. So what comes after Squid? I will tell you now. What comes after Squid is cod. Not the game, the fish. That's actually quite fun. I never even thought about that before. I did use this dirt. This is a Podzol even. The good thing about Podzol, of course, is that Podzol does not revert to dirt. Does coarse dirt? I'm just trying to remember actually. What are the rules for that? Alright, we're done with this then. It's time to move on. But coarse dirt doesn't revert back either, right? That still looks like... That's still coarse dirt, right? It is. It's not like... I don't know. Obviously stuff like... so there's only really grass blocks that... Oh, no, it does revert back to... Yeah, grass blocks will revert back to dirt, but will coarse dirt revert back to dirt? That's what I'm wondering, right? Because obviously all these grass blocks, except the top one, will be dirt. But will this coarse dirt be dirt as well? I guess it won't be because it's actually something completely different to dirt. It's actually a different type of block. But I like the fact that Podzol doesn't do it. So in that front you could say that coarse dirt and Podzol are in the same boat. Okay. I think I might have already copied this house actually. You know what I need to do is I'm just going to quickly check what I've got in my structures folder here. Because I might already have this one. What are we on? Oh yeah, it's going to be... Just give me a second here. Alright. So it is... I really should have a proper save for this. So generated. What things did I make already? We have Cod House, which is what we're looking for. Cod House is the name. We have cow face, squid half. Okay. Why did I save the Cod House? I'm trying to remember. I don't think there was any particular... I didn't use it. We're going to use it now. So that's good anyway. You know what I prefer about 112 commands is that it's like... is you just get feedback whether it's right or wrong. I don't know why. I just slightly prefer the way that... Okay. As always, where is going to be the location of this guy? So this Cod House is sort of in this sort of quadrant here. So it might be good to do it in a different area. Maybe near the sheep house or near the cow house. I mean, maybe even further back actually. Might be good. Yeah, I would like to have a view of the cow and the sheep house. Does this seem like a good place? Could do it really near the cow house. Could do it like on sort of this area maybe somewhere. I feel like starting about here would be okay, right? So maybe something like, we'll just start on the very edge here, or even like a bit further back. Like here. So we can see we're in positive Z and negative X territory here. So, positive X would be at about 25. We'll go up nice and high. And negative... what do I... Positive Z, negative X. Okay. We happy? Might help if you actually do it properly, dude. Looks good to me. Let's just make that a bit higher. We'll just go back, like... Well, to be honest, I don't really need to. Should we go a little bit... That's not bad. It doesn't really matter how you do it, you always end up with something like this, unfortunately. We could probably just remove it from like literally there and get rid of this section, maybe from there, something like that. Some of these larger trees is not necessarily worth ditching it. I think actually that's okay. This will not be okay. Let me see if the comment actually appears. It does. Okay, good. You know what I always wondered actually? I never really checked this before. If you remove a comment, right? Does it still appear? It doesn't appear anymore, right? Yeah, it literally just deletes. I was thinking it would say remove comment on the screen. But I never actually checked that. So it's kind of worth knowing that. Okay. Let me just check. Okay. All right. Okay, so that should be enough to get rid of those trees. A couple here, which slightly got. It's difficult when you actually like, because it's kind of hard to tell. I could probably get better at it, be able to tell like. Let's just remove that comment as well. That's probably the last. Sometimes you can tell with the comments because it's to do with the pace the comments come in. If it's quite like just that, to me was fairly slow. I would say it's unlikely we'll get another comment from that dude, but we'll see. Alright, so this is basically pretty much prepped. So I'm thinking like, let's look at our thing here. Do we want to go back a bit? I kind of want it to be in the center a little bit here. I don't know if we've quite got enough room there. Let's not do it there. Let's put it here. And we'll do a load. And we'll call this Cod House. Let's see where that's looking. Not where I want it. So we're going to rotate. And we're going to do this on the 0. Did I really put the whole thing in there? It looks like I did. I think I must have liked it that much I put the whole thing in there. Huh. Well, that's not going to do it. Another interesting thing to look at as well, if we do positive, like where would we want to... I don't know. I think we should just... yeah. It doesn't matter. As long as you can rotate it, it doesn't really matter where you put it. Alright. Let's grab it anyway. So we'll just grab the front of it this time. So what we negative x, negative z should be easy. You know what I could try as well, which I haven't tried yet. If I did something like this, we set this to a corner. I wonder if that would make it easier. We can do detect. It doesn't really seem to work. I guess I haven't really quite worked out how to do that yet then. Does it want to have this as well, or what? It did say you can put 2 corners in. I think it's more for 3-dimensional structures though, rather than like this. Maybe we want this. Oh. It did manage to do it before. So if I do like this, I don't know why you would do it like this, but it's just interesting anyway to see it. Add corners with matching structure names. That should be there, unless it didn't save it as that. Really? I think it must be for 3D. I don't really need to use this mode. It doesn't seem that useful, to be honest. It's not going to get me anything that I haven't been able to get already. It's just if it was going to speed up the time it would take to do it. We may carry on looking at that. Because I did get it to work before. I got it to work yesterday when I was messing around with it. It was yesterday? No, 2 days ago, right? Alright, so we're on negative on both. Okay. So the structure is what? It's about 10 high. And negative Z is where we're going to have... I think it was like 14 or something. Negative 14. Why is it not showing up? Oh, this is not saving, that's why. What? It's because it's too large, the area, probably. Are you alright, Chris? How you doing? Oh, you weren't first. There was someone before you. But I deleted all his comments. so, so yeah. Oh, that's not what I want. We want it to be -5 there. What is up with that? I'm just failing at the moment with this thing. I don't know why. I've like used it a million times. This is so weird. Like, I've literally used this a million times. And I've just forgotten how to use it. This is a... Yeah, your second then. Come on, man. Give me something here. Right. Right, so it's 3. We want it to be 1 here. There we go. We want this to be higher. There we go. We want to shift it in the Z direction. There we go, that's better. Want it to be bigger. Shift it in the Z. Yeah, I'm pretty good, dude. Like, made a cool spotlight video yesterday. Want it to be a bit smaller on the Y. This is going to be a bit smaller on the Y. I'm not sure yet. Did you see the end? You saw the end of the squid house. Basically, I'm going to do a staircase. You know when you get those really fancy houses with... basically, I'll tell you the way it will be. It's going to be a staircase but basically there would be. You may have seen it. It's like when you have a staircase, but it's going to be like one going from this side. It's like a famous type of staircase, and then you go up here, and then there'll be like. So basically, it's obviously not going to look like this at all, but you go up the stairs here, and then there'll be a platform here, right? And then there'll be the same, and it'll be the same. It'll be one of those staircases where you have two staircases on the side. So you go up the stairs in here, right? And then basically, this area will be like the roof. So you have the staircase on the side. That won't be like that. So this will be space for the staircase to go up. And then you'll have like an upstairs room over here. I don't know. I don't know if I explained that well. But basically a fancy staircase, like a... I wonder if there's a name for that type of staircase. It's a staircase going up both sides. Let me see if I can... it looks like, you know when you get like a mansion staircase? Yeah. Because you can either have like a staircase just right in the middle, like... I don't know what that type of staircase is called though. I wish I knew it. Yeah, if you type in mansion staircase, you'll know what I mean in search. Yeah, they meet in the middle, exactly, yeah. It's a very famous staircase, that. Because there's lots of different types of staircase when you think about it. Like for instance, if you go to like a hotel in... like Europe or whatever. This is something that I know from experience. Yeah, it's near the wall. Yeah. And that's the thing. It's just because for me it's about the challenge, right? Is to try different types of staircase. And then because after we finish this set, once we do the cod, the pufferfish and the parrot, right? Then we get onto the proper stuff, which is going to be multiple rooms using stairs. It's going to get harder, right? So I need to try to prepare for that. And that's the way it is. That's the way it should be, right? You try and challenge yourself to do this stuff. That looks like it, right? We're going to change out the Podzol for something else, but not now. Okay, so... we've done a lot of these houses. We've done a lot of them already. But I was saying in the beginning of this stream, this house really... You know where this house benefited from? It was because I used something called... I was looking at the torus, getting this side to it. It's a very unusual shape, right? And it was really all based around the fact that I wanted the staircase to be going round the corner and you could see through. But it really turned out really well, I think. Like when you look at it, like it's got very interesting like corners. Like here is an interesting corner. And most importantly, right, is that it gives you an idea that you could, if you had a large mansion, right. For instance, if I had a large mansion. Remember, you've got this whole area here, so you could have something coming in from here, and then you could go through to a room up here, for instance. Change the Podzol to spruce planks. That's a good idea. I wish they didn't. Why did they get rid of this? Like, this is like so easy to do that. Just game mode 1, 2, 3. This was like a big mistake getting rid of that, because that was like, yeah, it was cool. But the thing is, like, I'm not naturally like a lot of people you watch, like, you know, like Grian or whatever. Some people are just very good at art and very good at this stuff naturally. But for me, it's like more of a... So we've got an area prepared here anyway. It's a bit more of a challenge, right? the other problem with this is I wish you could see like exact, because this, like the problem I'm going to have here now is that when I load this thing, you see it might be the wrong way around. I don't actually know, right? I mean, that's in the right place now. This will actually get rid of it, right? Okay. Now there is a way, I think. Like, I think there is a way, right, that... what I want to do is, you're right, I want to replace the podzol with something else, right? There's a command you can do. It's like fill replace. Give me a moment just to check this command. I have a video on it where I did this. I'm trying to remember where it is though. That's the problem. I just can't remember. Like, yeah, I need to try to remember how to do this. It's fill and replace. Let me just check, because I made it, like, the annoying thing is in like November I made a load of videos where I was just trying to teach myself the command block stuff that I couldn't understand, but now it's like miles away, so I have to. But yeah, I'm just going to be like a minute or two trying to get. It's only like a 2-minute thing, but basically, you see, I want to replace all the. Oh, is that what it is, Chris? Oh. Fill the chords, replace. Shall I... Okay, let me see if I can do it without looking up the video then. Maybe that is right. Alright, so we're in positive Z and negative X, yeah? So let's just try on something like super small before, because I don't want to mess up the whole thing, right? So it's fill and then replace, right? Oh, hi there, Neutron. I didn't realise you were there already, actually. Oh, wait, you're already going? Hi and Byte exam going on. All right. So yeah, so we're going to fill a small area, right? So we'll take the area which will be like, this is negative X to positive Z, and then can we do let's just do what you said, the spruce planks, right? Just to see if, and then, oh yeah, it's just here, isn't it? Is that it? Did that work? You see, it didn't work. Yeah, it's not that. Do you have to put something? Oh, you put something else in here, right? Wait a minute. Right. Did I accidentally do something? No, it's alright. Just give me a second here, because I did that wrong. I knew I needed to test it first. I know what I'm like. Alright, put podzol down. Alright, see you later, Neutron. Thanks for showing up at all, though. I appreciate it. Right. So it's fill, replace, and then we replace the podzol, right? Is that right? What's this? Another thing I can put in. There we go. So that won't do anything else, right? Alright, let's try and get it to work then. So we're in positive Z, negative X. Which way is this? So that's negative X, so that has to be the big number, and the Z is the small number, okay. So that should be fine on the Z. And then we need to go like 16 or something here. We'll just do like... Right, that work? There we go. I didn't go high enough. Okay. That does look much better, doesn't it? Wow, I wish I had done that originally, actually. That looks much better. I almost want to try, like, other things there. Like... Wow, that looks so much better. I don't know why I even used Podzol. I don't know what I was thinking. Yeah, it really does look better. I could almost get rid of the end block, but we'll see. It is. Yeah, I got it. Yeah, it did work. And luckily I didn't destroy anything. That really looks much better, doesn't it? So with the... Okay. So with the cod house, right? That cod does... Because, you know, I literally took the picture of... The reason I'm copying these things over, by the way, is because I spent like... Originally, I spent like a long time actually trying to get it like... To get the pixels exactly right. Like, if you actually look at what the cod looks like... I mean the real cod, not the actual image, right? It's hard to really show it. I mean, it doesn't quite look like that, I suppose. I could have sworn that the cod I found looked like this. I don't know why I put the... I think I just had to... The problem was, right, is if you look at it, it does look like that, right? But the problem is that if you look at it, it does have different shades and different colours, right? And because it's got different shades and different colours... okay. Yeah. The thing is, right, because it's got different shades and different colours... Yeah, you know what I mean. You're right, there are things I could do with it, like... I want to try to do something different. I'm trying to remember what I used last time. So last time... I don't want to do the same thing, right? If I can avoid it, it'll be easier for me not to. And we might do, though. I have done the same thing, so it's not necessarily bad. That was dark oak, so spruce would be... I don't know. We might do the same thing. Let's try it with the dark oak. Because the thing is, like, if you do the same sort of house again and again, you can actually, like... there's one way of saying, oh, it's the same, but the other way of looking at it is you're actually starting to create, a type of house. This is the way we always do the cod house with the dark oak. Like, for instance, you know. So it may work. So let's see what it looks like with maybe just different types of wood, right? So this time we'll try the dark oak, which is dark oak planks. And this will replace the spruce planks. Ooh. Does look good actually, doesn't it? A lot of dark blocks. I think dark blocks really work well with it. I'm kind of just curious to see like some of the other options now. Just because I also didn't know how to do this before. Oh yeah, grass path, I forgot about that. Like, what do we use, like something really dark? Like, I don't know though. I feel like that's just good enough, right? It is good, that dark oak. I wonder if you try like something like this, like what happens, right? I'm just curious at this point. Nether brick, you think? Yeah, why not? Let's just try like a few different things because this is like an interesting. It's something that I don't. Okay, so we're going to replace the dark oak planks. It's just interesting when you have like a big thing like this to see like what it looks like. Dark oak is definitely the winner so far. And to be honest, the fact I did the first house in dark oak tells me that it's probably the right thing. Nether bricks. Nether bricks. I think we want nether bricks. Yeah, I prefer dark oak to that. We could try this, the strip dark oak log as well. Let's try that. I think, to be honest, it's going to be dark oak. But let's just check if there's any other type, or we just want to stick with the planks. I've got to say, when I saw the planks, I was like, yes, the planks are the one. But we're going to see. And then we're going to do, and this is stripped dark oak. Which one was it? Was it that? Yeah, not nether brick. The dark oak wood. Was that the one? No. What is the other dark oak one then? I'm super. This is like. This is going to be like. I'm going to be super into this now. Log. Isn't that the same though? I think it is. It will turn out the same. What? I think it's just the same. I don't know what that means. What about something like really unusual, like obsidian? Oh, I messed. Well, I think I messed up. Oh no, I've done something wrong. What is this called, this block? Strip dark oak wood. Oh, wait. Sorry, I'm getting confused at this point. This is right. There we go. Interesting. It doesn't actually look that bad, the obsidian. Probably not, though. What about a block of coal? Coal block, it's called. Coal block. I mean, I think it definitely it suits to one of the darker textures, doesn't it? But I think, to be honest, we're going to stick with the planks. Unless there's any other block. What about soul sand? It's just like curious to see like what these things look like on a texture. So soul sand, what's the name of that? Just soul sand. No, not block of coal. You're right. It's not very good. We'll try this one. No. I think we're going to stick with dark oak planks. Let's just have another quick look. Yeah, nether brick didn't work. Maybe the terracottas. What is a dark shade? The thing about the terracottas is they're actually all very bright. Like grey glazed terracotta. Let's try that. I literally have not used glazed terracotta at all. I just wonder like how it would look. Alright, we're going to do... Okay, the last one, we're just going to try this. Okay, that's not good. I really don't like those glazed terracotta blocks at all, to be honest. Okay. Right, so Dark Oak wins. So when we think about how we're going to build this house, I'm thinking like where the staircase might be. Basically, it's kind of like I said, we're probably going to want to somehow go out to the side somewhere, right? But not like diagonally like this. It'll be more like this, wouldn't it? You know, you still go at, like, it's hard to know like how to make the right arch. Exactly, a fish out of water. But shush. But like, you know what I mean. So we've got 1, 2, 2, 1. 1, 2, 2, 1. Something like that, maybe. Just to give like a little bit of a... No, not too much. But you see, we can go out. We can just... Because it's like good to have like maybe a little bit of a roundness to some of it. Because especially if you think how round it is, like... Because when you have the staircase, so... I feel like carpet might be a good idea for the staircase. Like what colour carpet is going to want to be on the stairs of the staircase? I often think of like the darker shades. Yeah, this is very early stage, Chris. You're probably better off coming in like 2 or 3 episodes. This is just at the beginning when you think about it, right? I'm thinking about the staircase. The staircase basically would have to start very early on because we haven't got that much room to work with. I could make it more, but I like to just get like a feel of it. Let's not do that though. We may want to do like a contrasting wood type, is what I'm thinking. Contrasting wood types often are quite nice. I wonder like if we did like something like this on the side of the stairs. This is just basic, like what I'm thinking about at the moment. Birch. I wish there was a slab made out of just the log. That would be really handy. But you see, when we go round, right? Let me just get the... I'm just thinking, like, how do we go round? Like, do we want to start here? So this basically, because what the angle you have to measure, right, is like this angle. You go 1, 2, 3, and then it's like. So if you think of it like that, right, you can have a 3 and a 3. This should be. You see, this is totally in line with that, right? All right. See you later, Chris. Thanks for coming along. That way we can actually do the staircase round. But yeah, I think I might go as well actually. We've made some good progress. At least we sort of worked out where the staircase is going to be. We're going to try and do it a bit more simply, I think. Okay, that's the end. Goodbye.